Yeah. Okay, guys. Today we are discussing about the content fragment. Okay. So content, that means before that we'll just simply see what does it mean by the content fragment and experience fragment. So we have a fragment first of all, and fragment has two types. First of all, content fragment, and second is a experience fragment. So what is a fragment? So fragment is just simple is useful because we can reuse them on a multiple pages. Like consider one page you have, yeah, maybe a lot of pages, you have 1,000 pages, and you have only one component, and this is the component you are rendering to 1,000 pages. Okay, that means the reusability, no? So that is the why we are using a fragment. Okay, but inside the fragment we'll add the content, that means the detail, and this is the detail we are rendering to a pages. Got it? And whenever we require, if you want to edit it, you can simply edit from the one location. That means one location is there, that is content fragment model. You can edit the structure from there, and if you want to edit the content, then for that we have a content fragment. Now I'll tell you. Okay, so we'll discuss the content fragment first. So it just simply allows you to design, create and publish the independent content. Like if you consider, okay, so maybe an address you have, okay, and this is the address I just wanted in 1,000 pages. Okay, in this pages I just want it. So first of all I just have to create the content. Okay, we have to create a content, exactly, no? So once we create a content, we add this content inside our content fragment. That's it. Okay, so it's take only the pure content, there is no styling and nothing. Okay, if you want a style, then you have to go with the experience fragment. Okay, but inside our content fragment there is no styling. Now I have one scenario. Just consider this is the address, and this address I just want inside my 1,000 pages. So this address we have to store somewhere. Okay, because this is the address, that means it's the content, so we can simply store inside our content fragment. Okay, but we have to, for creating a content fragment, simply we need a content fragment model. Content fragment model we needed for creating a content fragment. Okay, if you want to create this content fragment, what you need, you just simply need a content fragment model. And after that, what I said, so this is the content fragment. Yeah, sorry, so this is the address, this address I just want inside my 1,000 pages. Okay, so for that, how we knows that inside the pages what it is present, component only. Okay, you cannot directly render this content fragment. Okay, so for that you just simply have to create a content fragment component. Okay, so wherever you want, inside these 1,000 pages you want, you can just simply add this component. Got it? Once you will add, that means you are able to get this data, that is address. Got it? And another thing is just simple pure text. See here, content fragments are editorial content, primary text and images, related images. They are pure content without style and the layout. Okay, it has a channel, that means now consider here this address is there. Okay, and this address you want dynamically this address you want. That means it's not a dynamic, it's static only. Consider here we have a maybe a 10 student we have in a class. Okay, and for every student I want a different address. What I want, for this 10th student I just want a different address for each and individual student. So what we will do, we will simply create a variation for that. Okay, variation 1 for first student. Okay, like that we'll create a variation 2 for second student. Is it no? Okay, there is a one by default variation, that is master. Okay, one master, that is by default variation, and whatever structure you have inside this master. Okay, so the thing is, like whenever you will create the variation 1 or variation 2 or anything, so it will inherit from your master only. Initially here you have one master, and from this master wherever you will create the variation, it will inherit. Okay, it will inherit from your master only. So now inside this master we have a address field. Okay, and now you are trying to create a variations. So this address field will present inside your variation 1, okay, and your variation 2. Okay, so if you want this types of condition, then you can simply use the variation. Now we'll simply go and we'll try to create the content fragment. For creating a content fragment, we just simply have to go inside our AEM. Okay, here we have a tools, and see another thing, your content fragment is just simple a asset. Okay, asset is nothing but your DAM only. Okay, content fragment is your asset, and asset, that means we know that asset, that means the resources, and resources mean it may be your image, it may be your, yeah, it may be your music or something, or binary data. These are nothing but your images only. Oh sorry, these are nothing but your assets only. So your content fragment is also your assets. Okay, and why we use? For adding the content, and you want to transfer this content to a third party, you can simply use a content fragment only. Okay, got it. Now how we can create? So for creating, you can just simply come here inside these tools. I already said what it is. It is the assets. So for that, you just simply have to go inside this assets, and we have to create a content fragment model. Now what is content fragment model? Okay, so content fragment model is just simpler structure. So whenever you want to create a structure for your content, then you can simply use a content fragment model. Got it? Okay, so content fragment model provides the data types. I'll show you directly. Just come here where you want to create content fragment. So for that we have to create a folder structure, no? So where we can create a folder structure, we know is that, come here, click here, and here we have a tools, and here we have a configuration browser. So when I will try to create it, now you will see. Okay, just try to create, you will see this option, that is content fragment model. So what it will create? It will create only the folder structure. So we just simply have to click here and just simply create a folder structure. So this is just simple a test content fragment structure. Okay, so name is wrong, let it be. Create it. Now we have created, and where it has stored? Inside the conf only, no? Just try to refresh it, you will see this content fragment structure somewhere. Test content fragment, yeah, this is the thing, and it has created this settings, DAM, and content fragment model, and inside that we have a model. But inside this model I don't have anything. So your configuration browser allow you to create a folder structure only. Now I have to create a folder content fragment model, then it will store inside that. So how we can create? Just simply come here. Here we have options of tools, and just come here inside the assets, content fragment model. Now you will see this folder structure, that is test content fragment structure something. Okay, so right now we don't have anything inside this. We have to create a content fragment model. Just simply create it. Now you have to return the name of your model. So this is test, what is this? Test content fragment model, is it? No, just create it like that. If you want tag, you can simply add it. If you want description, you can add it, and by default we have to enable the model. Okay, no, so enable it please, and just simply create. Done. Once you will done, see by default it has enable. Why? Because we have selected that option, that checkbox we have selected. Now our model has created. Now you can simply go inside this and just try to refresh it. Okay, this is the test fragment model we have created. Now just click here, and I think this is nothing but your templates. So indirectly we can say, so this model it is creating by using a template. Okay, this model it is creating by using a template only. Okay, here we have, this is nothing but the default things. Metadata we have, that means metadata you knows, no, information about information. So your content fragment model information it has stored inside this metadata, and this one is your model. Okay, so this one is your model, and model will store inside your CKey dialog. Okay, keep in mind these are nothing but your informations. Okay, so inside that I don't have anything, that's why it's not showing, but your data will store in the form of CKey dialog only. Got it? Inside your CKey dialog your data will store. Okay, now just go there and just try to create a data. Just simply open this one. Yeah, so this is your content fragment model. Okay, and now you will see here the data types. We just simply have to drag and drop and we have to create. Exactly, nice. See, right hand side it's your data types. Okay, and whatever you are dragging and dropping, so you have to fill the properties. So I haven't drag and drop it, so that's why it's not showing it. And here we have to create our structure, so it's provided by the content fragment model. Now you can just simply drag and drop it, and done. After that, here we have options of the text fill and the multi-fill. Multi-fill, that means more than one line it will create and you can add the information. Text fill, only one text fill it will create. Okay, here this is the fill label, what name you want to give. So I'll just want to give the name. Okay, and this one is nothing but your variable. Like everywhere you have to create this variable. That means whatever user will write inside this, it will store inside this variable. So in future if you want to access programmatically, then you can simply use this name and access it. Okay, this is the placeholder. So if I'll write something like enter your name, so it will come inside this field. Inside this field it will come, and when you will write something it will automatically remove. So this is nothing but the placeholder. If you want default value, that means inside this name by default you want to store something, then default value you can write inside this. Okay, this is the maximum length, that means maximum you can write 255 characters or something. Got it? Required, that means in any condition you have to fill this one, otherwise it will throws the validation. Got it? That means it will come as a star. See, that means this is the, yeah, it's an important. Okay, got it? And here we have a, this is the unique, if you want to make a unique, and this is the description we have. If you want to perform some rejects, that means inside that what you want to add. Okay, like consider now it's a name. Okay, and they are writing here character, numbers and something you don't want it, then you can simply write here rejects. Okay, so this rejects we don't need to write it, it's automatically generate. You can just go on the internet and just create it. Okay, so if you want for the Gmail, like consider this one is your Gmail, so you can just go on the internet and you can just write the you can just say like generate the rejects, so it will generate the rejects automatically for your email ID. The same you have to paste here, and it will indirectly it's automatically apply to your field. Okay, and inside your Gmail ID you need a @. You guys know @ must be there. Okay, no, when you will write the Gmail ID, @ must be there. Okay, so all this functionality you can perform by using this reject. So it is showing some error, then you can print this error by using this custom error message. Okay, and this is the validation type. So it is an email, or it is URL, or it is a custom. It's not a URL, it's not an email, or if you want to create a customize, then you can say it's a custom. Okay, got it? But right now I don't want this. So we have filled multi-line text, that means just a text area. You guys know what does it mean by the text area? Text area is just for the description or the address. If you have much more information, then you can simply create a text area. Okay, so this is the multi area and this is the text area. So I'm just selecting text area now. Here I'm just giving like description. This is the description I have given, and here we have a description. That means whatever information we are writing, it will store inside this. Yeah. So it is providing a rich text. Yeah, rich text, that means automatically if you want like this is the content you have considered, and inside this content now you want to bold this content, so it will provide these types of functionality. If you want to italic, superscript, subscript, okay, no, some heading you want. Got it? Yeah, some spelling mistake will be there, so you want to fix that spelling mistakes and everything, so it will provide this rich text. And these are the simple plain text. Okay, so it won't provide this functionality. So I just want this rich text. You can click here, fragment reference, let it be, this is a required, I don't want it. Done this one. After that, here we have a number field. It's just for the mobile number. If you want to add more than one number, then you can just simply select multi-field. But mostly we write only one number, so I'm just selecting one. Here you can say mobile number. Done. So it will store inside this. It will store inside this variable. Got it? Now placeholder, please enter mobile number. Like that we will see. It is a float or the simple pure number. So you have to choose from here. So I'll just want a fractions. Just for the example, I just take a fractions. That means a floating. So you can just simply select the fractions. And after that, here we have a default value. Inside that, whatever you will write. So by default, it will store inside this mobile number. So if user will not enter anything, then it will store inside this mobile number. Okay, no. If you have written default value and user, that means content author has written something inside that, that means it will override this value. So this value will not store. It will override this value and it will store inside this mobile number. Got it? Yeah, that's nice. The same thing it has. Data types, come here. Here we have a boolean. Boolean, we know that boolean is nothing but the checkbox. Okay, by default, if you want true, then you can simply select it. And this is the what I want here. We'll say like that it's student or not. Okay, if it is a student, he will select yes. If it is not student, then it won't select. Okay, so default I just want as a true because we are creating this one is for the student only. Yeah, and required, yeah, it's not required, let it be. Okay, student, done. Yeah, this thing is done now. Date and time. Okay, date and time, if you want it, you can use this data type, that is date and time. Okay, I want here. After that, I just want it, so you can drag and drop it. Click here, automatically it will open the properties. So I'll just set date, publish date, I'll say. We'll say date of joining, no? Date of joining, yeah, it's by default. If you type simple time, date or date and time, so I'm just selecting date and time I want. Default time if you want, yeah, so I'll just want a default time, so you can just simply click, yeah, and we got this default type. So by default, now this is the default value, it will store inside your date of joining. Okay, required, yeah, it's not a, if you click no, still it won't happen anything. Why? Because already we have added the default value, so why we needed this required. Come here, and after that, here we have a enumeration. What does it mean by the enumeration now? So enumeration is nothing but it's just simple your drop down. Okay, come at down and just simply drag it. Okay, it is coming there. Okay, so drop down, and inside the drop down you can add more than one options. So like that, if you want, you can just simply use the enumerations. Okay, so here we have a drop down only. If you want a radio button, that means more than one value. Okay, no, radio button, that means circle it will come. Okay, and here we have a checkboxes. Okay, the same thing, a checkbox, that means like square it will come. Okay, so right now what I want, drop down I want it. So you can just simply use this, and here instead of that I'm just writing here city. Yeah, so here this information it will store inside that, and here we have to add the options. Okay, but in your case you won't see like that. Okay, because right now which version I'm using, 6.5.15 15 something version I'm using. Just cross check it, just come here. Okay, 6.5.15 version I'm using. You can just simply, you will see only one option. Okay, and one line you will see only. Okay, so there how we can separate the options. See, we knows that drop down, that means we have a more than one options, and based on our requirement we can select it. Okay, so right now I'm just writing here Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore I have written it. Okay, Hyderabad I have written. That means here what I have done, two values I have written, and I here I have just written a comma. Okay, in 6.5.0 if you are using, then one option you will see, and here we have to write the Bangalore, and after that we have to write the comma if you want to separate the value. Okay, but here we just simply have to write the key and value. So when he will select this key, I just want to store the Bangalore something. Bangalore, is it no? Okay, so when he will select this Bangalore option, so automatically this value will store. Okay, again another option I just want it, so you can just simply select this. Okay, so I just want Hyderabad. Okay, we'll see, we'll take everything. Anything? Okay, so 3 options I have added. Okay, then placeholder you want, so by default it will show the options here. See, it is showing placeholder, that means enter the city, select the city, will say like that. Select the city here. Okay, so they will select, and required, I don't want required. Done. Now data types you have to go, and after that here we have a tax. Okay, tax we have, that means tax is just simple keyword. In future we will definitely see about tax. Tax is just like, see, right now I'm just coming here and I'm just searching something. See, so based on my search, see, based on my search, some data it has some reference is it has coming. Okay, no, so this is nothing but the tag. Okay, so based on this name you want some content, then we can simply use the tag. So if you want a tag, then you can just simply use this one. Okay, but we haven't discussed about the tags now, so I'm not dragging it. Okay, this is the content reference. Content reference is so it is easy only. So like consider you have the images, photos and videos and something you want to add inside your content fragment, then you can simply drag and drop it, this one, this option. We got the content reference, just come here and go inside the properties. So here we have a content reference, multi content reference you want or single only. So I'm just simply saying upload pic. Yeah, I'll say like the upload pic. Okay, placeholder is at default value it has a root path if you want to give the path, required is there, and some information we have. Show the thumbnail, so we can show it. So this thing is done now. Okay, fragment reference is there, so that means this is my content fragment what I'm creating here. Content fragment model I'm creating. No, if you want some another content fragment or model, then you can simply use this fragment reference. Got it? Right now I'm just creating one content fragment, and inside that you want to add some another, then you can simply select this field. Okay, and here we have a JSON object. Got it? JSON object we have, just simply come here and just simply take it, this one. See, so here we have a name, here we have a description, and like that we have mobile number, student, date of joining, city, and upload peak we have. Okay, but some of the field has missing here, missing from here, or you don't want to create here. Okay, got it what I'm saying? You guys don't want to create the some of the fields here, then additional information you can simply pass inside this JSON. Got it? Every time what we are doing, mainly we are using a content fragment model or content fragment for transferring or delivering to a third party. Okay, so only this information we will not create every time this information. No, so sometimes you can directly create JSON, and inside this JSON you can just simply deliver to a third party. Okay, simple, it's easy. You can say like that, additional information, additional data. No, yeah, done. And this one is a tab placeholder. So in your content fragment you want more than one tab. We know that no tab, we have discussed already in the CK dialog creations. So like that, if you want, you can just drag it, this one. So I don't want it, just simply save the changes. So this is the content fragment model I have created. Okay, but I have write there information something. No, I'll just simply created a data type. And why we create a data types? Why we create? Why we create a data type? For storing the information only, no? If you want, this is the memory simple. If you want to store the information, that purpose will use data types. So we have created the structure. Now we have to add the information. And I have already discussed, here you see, by using a content fragment model, what we will create? Content fragment is simple. Now we have to create a content fragment. And what I said, content fragment is nothing but your assets. It's nothing but your assets only. So for that, you just simply have to come here, and here you will see the assets. So whenever you want to create and something content fragment or assets, a content fragment is nothing but the assets. You have to go inside that, and content assets related information you will see inside this asset tool. Okay, so you will see the asset related information. So whenever you will perform some operation on the asset, so you will see inside that. Okay, and the creation related things, you just simply come here inside the assets. Yeah, we are in our assets only now. Okay, and you will see here, click here and file, go inside the files. Now what I just want to create a content fragment. I just simply want to create a content fragment. Yeah, so it has opened now. Now what we have to do here, we don't have any project. Okay, no. Yeah, and now I just want to create a content fragment. I just simply want to create a content fragment, and here we have options of the content fragment. But when I'm just clicking on this content fragment, you will see only predefined. That means Adobe has provided this content fragment model. Okay, and based on that we can create the content fragment. But we have created our own content fragment model, no? So why we are creating by using this? Simply, first of all, I'm just simply creating a folder. Yeah, we'll maintain the standards like that. Test folder for content fragment. Okay, just simply create it. So right now we have created, and if I'm just going inside that, and I'll just try to create it and just create the content fragment. So you will see like here predefined content fragment it is showing, but we need our own. What we will do?
We need to
So simply we just simply have to give a permission. Just click from here, click from here. Here we have options of the properties. Just simply go there. Yeah, and here we have a permissions, not permission, cloud services, and inside that here we have to select our own content fragment. Okay, so which one is our? So we will see the name. This one is our, no? Just select it, select this one and save and close. This time what I have selected? Content fragment model. Okay, but I haven't selected the model. What I have selected? Only this one. Okay, and inside this what I have? Content fragment model we have, no? Inside that we have a content fragment model. So just simply come here, and we have given the permission. Now you can just simply come here and create it, and just simply create a content fragment. Now you will see our own content fragment model. Just simply select this one and next. See, I have already told you, like by using this content fragment model we can create our content fragment simply. So whatever structure it has present inside your content fragment model, and if you are creating by using this content fragment model, all this structure it will present inside your content fragment. Okay, now just simply come here and just create it. Test content fragment. Simply create. You can, if you want, you can add the description and tags. Here we have advanced properties as well. You can add. Yeah, we got it. Now just come here and just try to open it. Hey, who said delete? Okay. Okay, so it will take some time. Okay, that's nice. This is our content fragment.
That was अभी करते हैं.
Oh, it's taking a lot of time. Yeah, exactly. So first of all, it's a required. That's why it is showing a validation. So okay, so I'm just writing. See, whatever information we have added. See, we are getting this information. Is it no? So there we have created a data types. Data type is nothing but the fields only here. Okay, so same fields we are getting here. Got it? Now just write the informations. So this is the address related information. Got it. Number you can add. So 9021. Yeah, number I have added. Okay. Here by default we have selected as a true. So that's why it is coming as a true only. Okay. Here we have a date of joining. By default we have selected as a date of joining we have selected. So it is coming, and here we have a city, and city is our enumeration. Is it? Enumeration, no, that means enumeration is nothing but the drop down. So when you will click here, you will see the options. Okay, so when you will click on the Bangalore, you will get the Bangalore. Okay, so just select this one, and after that here we have to upload the peak. So this is nothing but your content reference. So you can add the resources here. Okay, just simply select and just upload it. So what we have to take? So, yeah. So this is the content fragment, no? Okay, take these assets and just simply select it. We got it. And some additional data you want to pass it, you can just simply pass here. So we know that what is the syntax of the JSON. Okay, so curly braces open and close, and we have to write in a key value form. Okay, so here I am just simply saying like sample data I just have to pass. Okay, and you just have to write the data. Okay, so this is nothing but your key, and this is nothing but your value. Okay, we will not write like this, we have to write like this. Okay, now another value we need, number 1 2 3 4 5 6. Got it? Like that way we'll do it. Okay, understood till now? Okay, so this is the thing. Now we have this data. Now this is the data I'll just simply want to pass to my page. Okay, no? So how we can do that thing? Just simply save the changes. Save the changes. Now we need this page in our this content fragment we need in our page, and we know that inside the page we only add the components. Okay, so for that we have to go inside any page. It's taking a lot of time. Okay, so this one is our project, I think. Just edit. Yeah, so it has opened. Now simply for rendering your content fragment, you need a content fragment component. Simply come here and insert it and just check the content fragment components. Here we have a content fragment. Just drag and drop it. You will see this one and just simply configure it. Okay, so you will see this by default structure. It has already present there. Okay, that means this is the out of the box content fragment. Okay, no. Now what we need, we have to render the content fragment content. Okay, inside our pages. So you can just simply select from here. What is the name? This one? Test folder for content fragment. This is our folder, no? And inside this folder we have this content fragment. So you can just simply select it. Okay, once you will select, now it is saying, first of all I'll directly show you. Okay, I have selected and I just right click. See, we got the data. Whatever data we had, we have written there, we got this data. Okay, and again I'm just saying we can't provide the text and styling and design we can't provide here, so that's why it has rendered like this. Okay, no, so if you want a style here, then you have to perform the CSS here. Okay, no, so it's a different part, a totally different part, but when you are using an experience fragment, they will provide a style and the design. Okay, but here we can't provide. See, it is coming like that, no, so it's not a good. Okay, again, now how many data we got? It entire. Okay, entire data we get, no. Now I want only one field, so you can just simply select here single text field. Okay, and you can also choose. By default it will print the first one, just try it. Okay, no, it's not printing. We have to select, like you said, like I just want to select only single field, but which one? So you have to select from here. So I'll take the mobile number. Okay, and just simply write check mark, so you will get only the mobile number. Now again click here and configure it. This time I want multi-field, multiple element, but not by default it will select all of these things. Okay, but I just want only mobile number, address and the additional data, so you can just simply select from here. So what you want? Additional data I want, and again I want address. Where is that address? Description. It's nothing but the address of it, and after that I'll just want simple name. Okay, and just select it. Now you got the this field only, whatever you have selected you got the same field. Okay, now again we have that is master, so this one is okay. So if I delete this one, just simply delete this. Okay, and just simply select multi-field, so by default it will print everything. Okay, now here we have a master. Okay, so I have already said, like this is this data is only for the one content fragment. That means if you have if we have one scenario, in that scenario we are saying we have 100 student, and for the 100 student I need the information. Okay, so for the 100 for the 100 student, we will not create this content fragment model and the folder. Okay, it will take a lot of time, so directly we'll create a variation. What we will create? Variations. Okay, so simply come here where it is, this is our content fragment. Okay, here we have options of the create variation. Click here and see, whenever you are writing here something, like I'm just writing a student 1, now you can write the description and I will add. So once I will add, so what it will show? So whatever it has present inside our master, the same thing it will show. That means it has this student 1, it has inherited by using this master. Okay, see, same thing, no. Now instead of that you can change the other information. So after I'm just saying Bangalore. Okay, just delete this. He's not student, it's a company. Yeah, instead of Bangalore select something else. Okay, key value, add some. Yeah, just simply save it. Okay, I have saved. Yeah, saved as successful. Now again just simply come here and where we have to come? Yeah, in our page, and just simply refresh it. There is no need to refresh as well. Okay, come here and simply click here and configure it. Now you will see the another master, that is student 1. Just simply select this one and done. Now you will see the changeable data. Got it? Again just try to create another one. So from where it will create now? Tell me.
From student 1.
No,
Master.
it will create from the masters only. Whatever you will do, so by default it will create from the masters only.
Master is the original copy. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, this thing is okay. Okay, then it's not going. Which mistakes we have done? We have to write in a double quotes. Okay, just simply save the changes. Now come here and double click here, so you will see another student, that is student 2. Just simply select and you will get this value. Got it? Okay, that's it then.